Shalom, 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 people of God. Shalom, everybody. I'm coming here once again to speak about the situation which is in DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, my country. I know, as you have heard, as you can see, I know, as you have heard, as you can see in the news.
Our next story is from Africa, from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The DRC is under attack from a rebel group called the March 23 Movement, or M23. These militants have captured swathes of territory in the country's east, in the mineral-rich North Kivu province, and they have now entered the regional capital Goma. This is a major escalation in the long-running conflict, and the DRC is blaming its neighboring country Rwanda for this. The DRC says that Rwanda backs the M23 rebels. Kigali has always denied the accusation, but Rwandan and Congolese troops fired at each other at the border while the M23 rebels were entering Goma. The United Nations is calling for an urgent ceasefire. The US, France and Britain are trying to pressure Rwanda, trying to get it to call the rebel offensive off. East African nations have proposed an emergency summit in a bid to bring about peace. But right now, chaos reigns supreme in the DRC. Here's our report.
This is Goma, the largest city in the North Kivu province in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. Last night, the sound of gunshots filled the air. It continued throughout today, causing widespread panic and a mass exodus. Thousands of people have fled Goma and the surrounding countryside, carrying whatever they can. This isn't the first time for many of them. Goma is home to about 2 million people. About half of them, almost 1 million, were previously displaced. People came to Goma from surrounding regions after being forced to flee by a rebel onslaught conducted by the M23. The DRC is one of the largest countries in the world, but it is also one of the most unstable. There are a number of ongoing insurgencies in the country, but one of the most deadly is the one in the east, in Kivu. This insurgency is helmed by the March 23 movement, or M23. This rebel group has been active for over a decade, engaged in a low-intensity conflict with the DRC government. But M23 upped the ante back in 2022. They have taken over large swathes of Kivu over the years. The DRC government failed to check their advance. Now, the rebels have entered Goma, and they claim to have taken the city. There are reports of DRC troops surrendering. M23 rebels.
How people have been killed in Congo, how people have been displaced from their places, how people have been running away because of the war which is always in Congo. But the whole world is busy watching, but there is too much silence regarding the killing which is in Congo. I just want to bring just a small message to your ear so that I can awake your memory, so that I can awake your mind and try to stand for Congo. I know that many people have been supporting the war which is in Congo. But remember that people are dying in Congo. You support the rebels so that you can get the minerals of Congo. But remember that people are dying in Congo. Remember that our sisters, our mothers are being raped every day. Remember that there is a child who is not going to school. There is a child who is not going to school because of the war which has been happening in Congo. Remember that there is a child who is orphaned because of the killing of his parents. Remember that there is a mother who is a widow today, by this time that I'm speaking to you, because his husband was being killed. Please, let the world stand and try to help Congo to restore the peace in Congo. The war stood for Ukraine. The world stood for Ukraine. The world stood for Palestine. The world stood for all the other places where there were war and killing. But in Congo, the world is quiet and is in the silence. Why? Congolese are not people. Please remember that if Congo can be at peace, all the world will benefit from its minerals. All the world will profit from all its riches. Please stand up and denounce the crime, the killing which has been happening in Congo. With my heart full of sadness, with my heart full of sorrows, I'm here trying to denounce all the killing which has been happening in Congo. Denounce. And then I have a message for the Congolese. Don't betray your country. Don't betray your country. Don't sell your country because of money. Don't betray your country because of the position that they're gonna give you. But let all of us, Congolese who are in Congo, Congolese who are in diaspora, let us stand up for Congo and pray for Congo. As Nehemiah stood up and said, I will never be at peace watching my country, the walls of Jerusalem being destroyed. I will never be at peace. I have to go and build my country. So this is the time for you to stand up. This is the time for you who is in diaspora to stand and pray for Congo. This is the time for us to support the government, to support our president, to support our soldiers who are standing and try to fight for the country. This is the time for you to pray for the country. This is the time for you to support the country. And then by the end I say, whoever who is supporting the war in Congo, Remember that the blood of our people in Congo will be upon your country, will be upon you, and upon your families. Because the Lord said the revenge is for the Lord. May God help us. Viva Congo. May God protect Congo. May God protect our soldiers. May God protect our people. Amen.